Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Stylist Rant podcast, where we talk all things style and fashion. And this is episode 2. We're excited to be back in our blue.
Yes.
My name is Kristen. I'm the style savant, the style biz coach, the style everything. And we're excited. We're excited to be back. Who do I have with me today, as always?
As always. And I'm Tone, aka the stylish one. And it is the best month of the year. It is March. I mean, it is almost Aries season, so it is lit up in here.
That's
you
why
see,
we got
have
on
our
blue.
blue on.
That's our color.
This is my color, y'all. I love blue. Blue is just so royal and just so energetic, but it's like still soothing at the same time. Blue is just everything. So
And we wore the same shade.
we did.
We
So
didn't plan this, y'all.
We didn't. We just said we were going to wear blue, and we showed up in the same shade of blue. That's how beautiful blue is. So I'm excited about today. So what we getting into?
Yeah, so we're talking about what you have coming up,
Yes,
which
a
is
lot.
something amazing.
A lot.
So tell people exactly.
So
what's
to
happening.
celebrate the beautiful month of March and my birthday, I will be traveling to Ghana, Africa.
Okay.
Woo! And I'll be there for like 10, 11 days. I'm so excited. It is actually a study abroad trip.
That's
so
really cool.
Not only will I be there for pleasure, but we will be there for community service. We'll be there for teaching opportunities. And as a fashion student, of course, I'm going over there to get my hair braided by the best.
Oh.
And I'm also going to get me some beautiful fabrics and hopefully some accessories as well. So I'm just excited about Ghana. You know, I'm going to bring you something back.
I didn't know you was getting your hair braided over there.
Absolutely. Like, who can say, yeah, I got my hair braided in Ghana? Like, I hope we can get it done the first day I'm there. Like, I
I'm
want to
crying.
touch down.
I love
so.
that. I need to grow my hair out some so I get some braids.
Oh, you go to the right person. They can grip anything.
They'll be pulling my edges.
Oh, yeah, I tell them keep them out.
Oh my gosh.
The right person. But, yeah, so I'm super excited about that. So
Ghana
that's a
sounds
great way.
fun. Have you
Yeah.
been there before?
No, I've never been to Africa.
Okay.
I have some family in like Zimbabwe, so I feel
Okay.
like I'm kind of like making my way over there. This will be my first time abroad, like as an adult. Like as
Yeah.
a child, I traveled a lot, but as an adult, this will be my first abroad trip. So
Okay.
my first little passport stamp.
Oh.
Yes.
Do you have to get a lot of like shots and stuff to go over there?
Well,
I think
actually,
they
I only had to get one shot, which was yellow fever.
Okay.
That was actually a very expensive shot too. Insurance does
They ain't
not
pay for
cover
that?
that shot. No, insurance does not cover that shot.
Insurance.
Yeah,
You need to cover that.
they do not cover the shot for yellow fever, so I had to come out of pocket for
I
that.
don't even know what that is.
So yellow fever is like a vaccine. You know, so the same way you would get like a malaria shot, COVID shot, things like that. I didn't have to get a malaria shot. I do have malaria pills just in case. But nope, you get the yellow fever shot. I think at first it only lasts 10 years, but now it's like a lifetime thing. So
Okay.
I'm good.
Well, I'm excited to see what outfits you wear when you're in Ghana.
That's the best part. I'm so excited. I actually had a brand send me a few pieces
Okay.
of African wear, so I'll definitely be wearing some pieces out there. Hopefully, I'm able to acquire some pieces out there. Of course, like I said, I'm going to bring some fabric back to make my own creations. Hopefully, you can upholster some things as well, but I'm excited. This is really going to be like a cultural experience.
Yeah.
Like, I was supposed to go in December of 24, but things had changed. I was actually excited to go to that because that was supposed to be what they call Dirty December.
Oh yeah.
So that's
I've heard
supposed
of
to
that.
be like a super big thing over in Africa. I'm a little sad I wasn't able to go to that, but it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, God does everything. I wasn't supposed to be over there at that time. But we'll be going on my birthday.
That's perfect.
So,
That's
I'm
so
excited
perfect.
about that.
That's so perfect. I mean, and speaking of fashion, spring is right around the corner.
Spring is
So we're
here.
ready for the warm weather. What are some of your favorite spring like things that you're looking forward to when it comes to fashion?
I feel like dresses. I love a good maxi. A maxi is always going to be good. Long sleeve, sleeveless, mock neck, it doesn't matter. A maxi's going to like go super far in your wardrobe.
Yeah.
Sandals. I'm so glad sandals are about to be back. I have so many sandals I feel like I did not get to wear because during my internship, like, I was so tired, y'all. It wasn't much extracurricular. I mean, you guys saw the vlog, hopefully, and if you didn't, go check it out. But I wasn't able to, I feel like, really wear a lot of my pieces, which I'm so sad because I don't really get to shop for like spring and summer. And I feel like last year was the first time I did that. And because I was in such a business structure, I didn't get to wear all my fun pieces. But this summer and spring, I will be. So I'm just excited about that. And jackets, like cute, lightweight jackets. You know, I love a jacket, love a layering piece. So those will probably be my top 3. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, spring is like one of my favorite like seasons to dress for. I love soft pastels. I love jackets, layering. And I just feel like it's perfect because it's not too hot, it's not too cold.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward to just buying some new clothes. I feel like I haven't shopped in a long time. Like a long time. So I've been wearing, which is good. You know, I've been wearing the same, you know, pieces for the most part and just restyling them. But I'm looking forward to getting some fresh new pieces in my wardrobe. So definitely some jackets. I need a leather jacket. I need some more jeans.
Okay, girl, you need to come up with a Stitch Fix with me.
I need some more jeans.
One thing I will say about Stitch Fix, babe, I have found the best denim from Stitch Fix.
I remember you saying that.
Literally, like, that has been my conversation with a lot of people, like, this last, I would even say year. I'll actually be coming up on 3 years on Stitch Fix in April.
Time is flying.
I know, isn't it? But I just feel like the denim I found on Stitch Fix, like brands I would have never known. Days Denim, Flag and Anthem, Vigos, like these are all brands that I found within Stitch Fix. So so we're gonna put that on our to-do list. We're gonna get you a box together of denim.
Okay.
Yes.
That could be a cute little episode.
It would be.
Yeah.
I like that.
And hopefully Stitch Fix can sponsor this episode.
Sure, can Stitch Fix. Y'all call y'all girl, because y'all know I get the content out.
And Emma LaFleur. I mean, if y'all aren't familiar with that brand, I work for them as well, and I love their clothes. Definitely my type of style. And I'm excited to like shop their latest collections because it's just fun for the spring. Playing around with textures, different prints and things. I think it's perfect for this spring. So speaking of that, I kind of want to talk about spring trends. Although we don't follow trends at all, I think it's important to just know them so you can kind of play around with them if you're into it.
Yeah.
And just to know like what is tea, because I mean, we're always on trend, even when we're not like trying. I feel like it's just natural for us to be on trend. So just gonna talk about our top 5. I took some notes, y'all, because I went to see like what was going on for spring 2025, and I feel like a lot of things are resurfacing and coming back.
Of course, circular fashion always.
Honestly, I don't think any of those things ever went out of style, but that's just me. I don't think things go out of style. Like it has to be a real specific thing, like them little clear plastic shoes. I hate those. I hope those go out of style. I've never liked those. But like certain things that we're going to talk about today, I feel like, when did that ever go out of style? So
I feel like also some things don't go out of style. I feel like some things like transition, like, or some things like elevate more, like they take on like a different form, but it's still like the same. Like to me, for instance, like working on Stitch Fix, I see that there are different forms of boho. There's like romantic boho, then there's like heritage boho,
edgy
boho, rustic boho. So some people just think of boho and they'll think of like 70s Flower Child or like that early 2000s Coachella trend or something like that. But it's like, no, when you really are looking at these actual trends and these little like subsections of them, it gets deep. So someone can be like, oh, I'm into boho, and they can be 2 totally different styles of boho, and they wouldn't even know until they actually took like that deep dive into it. So.
Right. I mean, and I love talking about different style personas because like you said, there's so many different levels to each one. You can do it in so many different ways. So we're definitely going to do an episode on that. I think that's important because y'all be acting like y'all don't know what's going on in fashion. So I'm excited to dig deep into that. So speaking of boho, that was on the list of trends for spring 2025, which boho is never really my style. I mean, I will say I do love elements of boho. So like the wide leg jeans, distressed denim, you know, frilly stuff here and there. I'll do like a dress and maybe a top, but other than that, that's really it. I do love suede though. So a nice suede jacket, I'm looking for that. But aside from that, what you think about boho?
I feel like The only probably boho thing I can probably get into is the wide leg trend. I'm gonna always love a wide leg. It's always just gonna be super sleek.
Yeah, boyfriend jeans.
You know, things like that. Because even when I think of suede, to me that just gives more like Western. But then you have like Western boho. That's what I say. It just goes into so many different like categories. But I hate florals. I'm so sorry. I hate florals. Like
I love florals.
Unless it's a huge, like a big floral print, like something dramatic. You know, very like. What am I looking for? Like, okay. You know how like when you go in like the old school nail salons and they have like the really beautiful like floral designs, but they're like very sleek. Like that I can get into, but like that super tiny repeated floral print.
It depends. It depends on the
a floral girl.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like a lot of people, they'll be like, I like florals, but it depends. It really depends on the colors for me. Like
All
the
of
colors
that.
play a part.
Are they small?
Like the
Are they
background.
big?
It's a lot because you can do a lot of
material.
florals in different ways. So no, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, the floral has to be very modern. It has to be very, you know, sleek. Like
Versatile.
I said, like I have, for instance, I have a floral top that I love. It's but it's just one huge flower. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a statement. It's not a whole bunch of like monochrome or it's just I don't like florals.
Because it can look real grainy.
I remember when I was at Kohl's and they were asking us like, what do you guys hate? And I said, I hate florals. And like everyone gasped. They was like, and I was just like,
you got to do floral right. Like you can't just do floral any kind of way. Because you would look like a grandma.
Yes.
You'd be real tacky.
Yes.
Like,
Heavy
it
on
really
the
depends.
tacky. Heavy on the tablecloth.
Yeah.
Like, it's just something about a floral I can't get into.
So boho is
What do you rate it out of 1 to 5?
I would give it a 3.
Okay.
We're gonna hit it right in the middle.
I would say I would give boho like a 3 as well, just because I like the different aspects of boho, but I'm not an overall boho girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can say that. So next on the list we have lace.
I love lace when done right.
Yeah.
When done tastefully.
Yeah.
Like I love a little lace trim. Like for instance, like the tanks, like the little camis that are like satin that you just put under like a cute cardigan or a jacket. I love a lace, but like I would never walk out in a full lace top. You know how like that's like the trend, like the long sleeve mock neck, like lace, and they just wear like the bras and it, like hate that. 0 out of 10.
I like that.
No.
It has to be done right, like the florals.
Even when they do it in the pants, hate it.
Yeah.
Like to me, lace is supposed to be dainty. Lace is supposed to be a trimming. Like lace is just supposed to be an accent to me. So when
like a detail.
So when people have a full lace and it's not lingerie, I'm not a fan.
Yeah. Did you see Tiana Taylor did a collab with Victoria's Secret? And she has like lace stuff.
Is it lingerie?
It's a lot of lingerie in there.
Perfect. That's right.
Yeah.
That's probably, I would love that.
Yeah.
I need to look into that because she's using it for that purpose. Like,
I mean, but you know, she wears like you could obviously it's lingerie, but you know, people style it as clothes.
But I don't like that. I think lace.
Sorry, Tiana.
I love you though, Tiana Taylor. Love you down, honey boots. And now you probably ate the outfit down 6 times over. It's just my preference. I think lace is not supposed to be the entire outfit. Lace is just supposed to be a cute detail.
We'll see. I didn't really look at the full collection. I don't know if it's available yet, but I did see a promo for the video, so
I have to look into
we'll
that.
see. Yeah. Okay. No, I get it though. Lace, it could be a lot, just like the floral. So it really depends. It really depends. Next on the list is my absolute favorite because I've been wearing this, but suiting, workwear, the dandy trend of everybody just going out in a suit, whether it be like full on, like suit tie, button up, heels, blazer, overcoat, all those things. I love a suit. I feel like everybody needs a suit in their closet. Like, why not?
I worked in a suit shop for 2 years, so you already know how I feel about just dressing formal, business professional.
I am a suit.
Anyone who knows me knows my advocacy for people dressing business casual, for people dressing business professional, like just people looking put together, like even in the most casual way. Like I just still even think casual can be dressed up. So I love a polished look. Like I say, my brand is based off of vintage and modern pieces, brands like Mugler and
who they say, Tom
Schiaparelli, Tom Brown, Tom Ford, things like that, like very sleek, where I love the entire dandyism movement right now. I am in love with. I love when guys, are wearing suits and, just actually putting clothes on. There was this one video that just went viral on Twitter or X or whatever you guys call it, and it was a high school, and I guess they were doing like a Paris like luncheon thing. Aww. It was so cute. Like
we didn't do stuff like that when we was in high school.
No, the kids were not worried about that type of stuff when we was in school. I don't think people were that fashion based or cared that much, unless you probably went to like an art school.
Yeah, I mean we ain't had social media, so
we did. We had Facebook. But we had MySpace, Facebook, Twitter. We had everything.
We did have Twitter.
I don't think we were using them for those purposes. No. Like, if I was posting something fashion, it was on my blog. Like, I don't know why we weren't. That's what I'm saying. Like, Tumblr, all of that. But saying that to say, like, I love people getting dressed. I wish we could abolish sweatpants.
Okay. Well, that's one of the trends coming up. Athleisure wear.
Abolish
elevated athleisure wear. I love comfy clothes, y'all. But needless to say, if you're comfy, like you don't have to wear sweats to be comfy. You can wear a suit and be comfy.
Yes,
Disclaimer.
you can. I just think people need to just put effort into their look.
But you can. That's why it's elevated athleisure.
No, I'm saying I love the elevated aspect, but everyone doesn't do elevated. They just do anything.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a time and a place for everything. Like, even the whole discussion of, like, what to wear to the airport. Like, in my opinion, you should not be having on a bonnet and pajamas at the airport.
Oh, no.
I don't think that's appropriate. But you can literally, and I'm not saying you have to buy an airport outfit, but they sell, like you said, elevated sweats and elevated sets and things like that. Like, I just don't get why people don't want to look polished. I think, to me, it's just a polished thing.
Yeah.
Because I just feel like how you look is your first impression. And like someone like me who is a stylist, like, I know that I need to always look my best, because who am I to tell someone what they should look like if I'm not looking my best, or if every time they see me I look a mess. It's like, babe, who should you be styling, me or yourself?
Yeah.
So that's why I say, if my client, hopefully when my clients see me, I'm dressed like something. I'm not in sweats, or I'm just not looking polished. But again, to your point, there are elevated tracksuits. Like, they have the tailored, tracksuits for men and women. Short sets, skirt sets. I just think we just need to do a better job of just making things polished.
Yeah.
That could just be the Aries in me. I just like things polished.
I think that's me too. I mean, and again, going back to what you said about maybe it's just because we're stylists, but I think it goes to how you were raised. Like, I wasn't raised to leave out the house looking a mess.
Babe, we would get left if you looked a mess. It was, babe, if you don't get dressed, you will be left in the house all day. You're not going outside, hair not done, dirty shoes on, teeth not brushed, hair, it just wasn't a thing. So you can, like you said, you can tell who has been taught from a young age what is and what isn't presentable.
Yeah. I mean, and for me, it was kind of a teaching, but more so a visual thing. Like, that's what I saw.
Yeah.
So if whatever you see is what you're going to like mimic. So if I see my father putting a suit on every day, I wonder why I wonder why I love blazers. Like, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. My mom has always worked in an office, so it's always been business professional. Like, I was looking at pictures from middle school. I literally had blazers, like flare slack. Like, where am I going? But to me, in my mind, that school to work pipeline, I'm thinking you have to go to school how you're supposed to be seen. That's why I always thought it was funny when they say, like, school isn't a fashion show, but it's like, it's not a fashion show, but it is in the same sense, because even as a teacher, I wouldn't even want my students to come in class any type of way because you are going to act how you feel. You get what I'm saying? And I'm always going to be an advocate for you are at your best. When you look your best, you're going to feel your best. So again, if you don't come polished, I just feel like you won't be polished. You get what I'm saying? Rarely, you know, have I gone to a business meeting and everyone wasn't dressed.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Even, I think there was a whole thing with the president, you know, he was having a meeting with a guy from another country, and he like came in like a very chill outfit, and they asked him like,
"What are you doing?
Why did you show up like that? Like you don't own a suit."
What are you
and
doing,
again,
sir?
I don't, endorse any of his views, but that just being on the topic of conversation, they're on Twitter like, do you not take people serious when they're not dressed a certain way? And the answer is yes.
Yeah.
So I think fashion is just such a psychological thing, and I'm just blessed to be learning about that in fashion merchandising right now. People don't understand, one, why fashion is under family and consumer science, because it's literally a science. Like, fashion is so psychological. It is literally a non-verbal communication.
Yeah, that's why everybody was so mad at Kendrick for the Super Bowl. Because what he was wearing, the backup dancers,
symbolism,
the
everything.
whole set, it said a lot without even saying anything. So it's so many like underlying messages in fashion, and everything is intentional. And a lot of people don't see it that way, which is fine because that's not everybody's ministry, but that's why we exist. So
that is why we exist. And going back to what you say, that nonverbal communication, if I don't know someone and this is our first impression of each other, yes, I can only go off of what I see. So if I see someone that's put together, in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, they obviously got something going on, or, have somewhere to be, or have something going on. And then if I see someone who, in Christian words, are not in elevated casual wear, I think they don't have nowhere to go. They don't have nothing going on. They're chilling.
yeah.
Because you got on chilling clothes to me. So again, your clothes can also dictate how people perceive you.
Yeah.
So that's why I think you should be best dressed at all times. Life is a fashion show in my head. So
okay, so moving on to our last trend out of our 5 top trends for spring is animal print. I love animal print. I've never not loved animal print.
I don't think there's any print that I had on animal print boots last episode.
Yeah.
I love it. I was gonna wear some cow print today, but it didn't go with the blue.
I'm trying to get into the zebra print.
Zebra,
I think that's fun.
Sierra loves zebra.
Yeah.
She loves zebra. But see, okay, so like zebra, leopard, cheetah gives me...
Snake.
No, what I was going to say was those 3 give me very like 90s auntie. Okay. I love those prints and like that throwback aesthetic-ish.
Yeah.
I love those prints. But like you said, more of like the snake prints and reptile prints. Those to me feel like more modern. I don't know why, but they just give me like more modern.
They wasn't doing snake print back then. I don't feel like they was doing too much. They was doing crocodile. Croc. I love that.
Okay.
No, I love a snake print. And I feel like a snake print and just an animal print in general is very neutral. People are afraid of just prints. And it really frustrates me because, y'all, it's not that deep. If the print is in neutral colors, it's a neutral. Like, the prints are literally black, white, and brown. You can wear that with anything. I literally have on a leopard print. What is this, leopard, cheetah? Child, I don't know.
Yeah,
cheetah.
It's like a cheetah.
Cheetah. I wear this with anything. Like, I love animal print.
I love mixing prints though. Like, you gotta have fun. Like, hashtag make dressing fun again. Like, that needs to be like the logo forever, because it is okay, y'all. You can mix a polka dot with a plaid or with a stripe. Like, it's okay. Like, have fun.
Yeah.
My whole thing is if it's all in the same color family, it match.
Yeah.
It match.
That simple. It's that simple.
It literally is that simple. Like, I'm now, again, everyone's not going to agree with your choices, but fashion is supposed to be fun. Fashion is supposed to be a way you're expressing yourself. So if you're in love with 2 prints right now, wear both those prints. Wear them together, wear them separate, mix and match them. Like,
experiment.
I don't know why people are so scared of prints. Like, a print is really going to pop your look.
Yeah.
Like, especially even if you're someone who loves a monochromatic look. pop it with a print, pop it with a color. It's just gonna like elevate and take your outfit to the next level. And
I love that. Yeah.
it's just gonna make it better, make it more fun.
I just did a poll on social media, and for y'all who don't know, my audience is more of like that professional, executive, you know, entrepreneurial woman. And I did a poll asking them like, what is their biggest struggle, you know, when it comes to getting dressed every day? And most people voted they were tired of their overall wardrobe. And I'm like, how can you be, well, obviously it happens, you know, we transition, we evolve, our style changes, we change, I get it. But like, I know when I was actually recording a video yesterday for YouTube, I was giving tips on how to like, you know, if you're tired of your wardrobe, here's what you can do.
Right.
And I suggested to add in prints, textures, color. I feel like the average woman or even the average guy just gravitates towards neutrals. And it's
Or
like,
just black in general.
that's why y'all bored, because
Yeah.
all y'all wear is
Because
black.
you
What are
have
y'all, depressed?
5 black
I'm
pants,
confused.
5 black jackets, 2 black shoes.
Everything's black.
Everything's black, and then you may pop a navy or gray in there. That's why you're bored, because
That's
there's
why
no
you're bored and
color
depressed.
palette. You have not bored and depressed. Okay, we're gonna come out of that season of depression. Okay, it is spring, summer. We are
Like-
going to add some yellows, greens, and oranges
Blue.
into our wardrobe. You should already have blue in your wardrobe.
Red.
Even if it's a navy, like let's do something. A
Yeah.
baby blue, a powder blue,
Pink.
greens, pinks, fuchsias. Like, I mean, come on, y'all. There's so many colors.
It's so many colors and so many shades. Everything doesn't have to be bright. It can be
Yes.
muted down. It can be, you know, neutralized. Pink is a neutral. Red is a neutral. Like, all of these colors are neutrals, y'all.
Say
Like,
purple can be neutral.
y'all
like-
thinking too hard. Y'all are thinking way too hard.
And that's
It's not
another
that deep.
problem. You guys are overthinking. Who am I to tell y'all what y'all doing? But from what I am seeing and reading and just kind of comprehending, you guys are just overthinking. Like, okay, is this outfit gonna go viral, or is this outfit on trend, or is this gonna look good for TikTok? And it's like, babe,
Who
what
cares?
looks good for you?
Right.
What are you comfortable in? Or what outfit did you just see that inspired you to want to go add this to, you
Right.
know, your closet? Like, those are the only questions you should be asking yourself.
Right.
Yeah, it's no need to overthink getting dressed. Like, me overthinking getting dressed was, I knew what outfit I was wearing. I just didn't know what shirt I was going to put on.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that is super minute. But then you have people like, oh, this shirt is like tan and the pants are like olive. Perfect. That goes perfect together. Now go find you a brown shoe. Like, have fun. Mix some colors. Mix some prints. Mix
Yeah.
some textures. Find new textures. If you've never worn knits or ribbed, try that. If you've never worn a ruffle, try that. You know,
Yeah.
try a different silhouette. Like, try something new. It's 2025, y'all. Like, we might not be here tomorrow. Put something new on.
Child, you can say that again.
Put something new on. Change your
think-
hair. Something.
Do something.
If you wear glasses, go buy you a new pair of frames.
Yeah, in a bright color. Like,
You know,
you can
something.
take baby steps with it though, because I feel like people be thinking like, oh, if I'm trying to wear color, I gotta just go all out.
Yeah.
And it's like, you don't have to do that. You can wear all black with a pop of color shoe.
Yes.
You can wear all black with a pop of color jacket
A
and just
purse.
take baby steps. Like, it don't gotta be
belt.
all of that. We trying to make this easy for y'all. But I
Y'all
will
are
say,
making it more hard.
yeah, honestly. But I will say, I think one of my biggest challenges though, when I am like trying to figure out what to wear, it's mainly when I'm like packing. When I know I'm
Okay.
traveling, I'm going somewhere either I've never been before, or I'm going somewhere where I'm not really sure of the weather. Like, that can be challenging. So, I mean, that is something that kind of trips me up a bit. But I'm really big on capsule wardrobes. So I make sure that when I am packing, that each of my pieces can be worn interchangeably, just so I'm saving space. Because I don't know about y'all, but I overpack every single time, and I try my best not to, but it happens.
But
So-
no, just that's just a great tip. Like, I feel like when I pack, like, okay, if I pack, again, let's go back to the maxi dresses. If I pack a maxi dress, I know that this dress can be worn X amount of ways. So pack a button up to put on top. You never know if
Yeah.
you're going out earlier in the day or something like that. Throw on the button up, tie it up. That's a beautiful, you know, look for sightseeing or whatever. Or let's say if you're wearing a maxi dress, you're probably going somewhere nice. So let's say we get on a boat. I'm going to probably throw a jacket on. We're going to be in the
Yeah.
middle of the water. That's a whole different look. Then now I know that button up or that jacket, if I don't wear one of those, I can change the bottoms. Now let's put some shorts on with like, I try to do like a very strategic thing of like, okay, let's start with one pieces and then let's branch off of there. I love a romper. I love a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
I love a dress, like a good maxi dress. So I know right there, those, if I have those three core pieces right there, that's already a cute little 4 or 5 outfits.
Yeah.
That you can mix and match. Like you can now, and I know it depends on, you know, the circumstance, but you don't have to, and I'm talking to myself as well, you don't have to keep changing all day. You know, if the outfit is working, you know, if you're not somewhere that's too hot, you may have to, you know, hop in the shower, freshen up, something like that, and everything's still working. Change it out. Change your accessories up. Change your shoe. This was perfect. When I was in New Orleans, that was how I kind of rolled. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, okay, if I had jeans on, but I had like a short sleeve top on, obviously earlier in the day, it might be cooler because we're leaving out at 9 a.m. You get me? It may still only be 60 degrees. So I'll probably have on a jacket and some pants, but we may go back in the room, you know, freshen up, come back out. Take the pants off, put on a skirt. You get what I'm saying? Put on a short, take the jacket off, you know, switch my hair up, put some different accessories on. So you get what I'm saying? You're still within the same outfit, but you know, you just elevated it a little bit, upgraded it a little bit.
And that's really the key to like maximizing your wardrobe.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like y'all allow social media to stop y'all from wearing y'all clothes.
Heavy on outfit repeaters. I'm going to wear my clothes.
I bought this. I'm confused.
But let's talk about this too, which is why I also think this outfit repeater thing started. Y'all are not buying quality clothes. Let's start there. When you buy off Shein and you buy off of Temu and you buy off of all of these, what's it called?
Temu.
But don't shop there either.
Right.
You are not buying clothes of quality. So yes, you're going to have to keep buying clothes every 3 weeks, because when you wash these items and all of this polyester and plastic is ripping and shrinking, that's why you have to keep buying all these clothes and things like that. Or you guys are just buying straight statement pieces. That's why you don't want to keep wearing your clothes, because you're buying these extravagant pieces that you feel like, oh, if I wear this again, they're going to know. We are, but that's okay. You bought it.
Right.
We're not celebrities. We're not out here renting clothes. Now, some of you may be renting clothes. That's okay. But for those of you that are not, and you purchase your clothes, wear your clothes. Fashion is one of the biggest polluters in the world, and it's based off of that mindset of, I'm not going to wear this more than once or even more than twice. I still have clothes from a long time ago, because one thing about it, when I first started just even shopping, when I first got even on this stylish journey from birth out my mother's womb, I've been an avid thrift store shopper. And the thing about the thrift store is you are going to find quality pieces. It doesn't matter if you've never even heard of that brand before. I promise you, look them up. At some point, that brand was doing what they needed to do to be that designer. But I promise you, a piece from the 20s, 30s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, even 90s is going to be much different from something made even in like 2012.
If it lasted this long, you know it's going to last even longer.
So that is another reason you guys have to shop smarter. That's why they have, if you feel like you cannot shop for yourself, y'all, it is okay. They have services like Stitch Fix, Amazon, LaFleur. Like, there are so many services to assist you. Nordstrom's has personal styling services there. So I think it needs to be a conversation of just having a better wardrobe overall and just having better shopping habits. Because people are so trend focused that when that trend is over, you're not going to want to wear it anymore. And if you're not wearing it anymore, what's going to happen? You're going to throw it away. You're going to discard it. And now you're on to the next trend, and it's nothing but a cycle. So honestly, better shopping habits, guys.
For real.
Buy quality and you won't have to worry about it. Because I promise you, if you spend $200 on a nice dress, you ain't going to care how many times you wear that dress. You're going to wear the mess out that dress, because you know that is a quality piece you bought. Same with shoes. Those snake print Coach boots, I'm going to wear them till the sole falls off.
And you could probably get it fixed when it does.
Because it's quality. That is a quality shoe. That is real leather, and that's not a good thing, but it is.
That is
but
not a good
it's
thing.
not, because we're trying to be sustainable around here.
Look.
However,
Don't tell nobody.
the thing about it is when you have quality, brands like Dr. Martin, I've had Dr. Martin since
They last
high
forever.
school. I have had Dr. Martens from high school that I'm still wearing today. Limited edition, special edition.
Yeah.
I have purses. I have dresses. I have jacket. I probably have the most jackets and blazers.
Yeah.
That I have 20-year-old blazers.
Yeah.
Literally.
And these are investment pieces. Like these pieces, one, are gonna last, but two, like you can give these pieces to your children.
Yes,
Or you can sell
nieces,
them later
nephews,
if you want for some
sell
money.
them. Circular fashion is important. We have websites, Depop, Poshmark, eBay, your own website. Like there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with circular fashion. Like
I love that.
clothing swaps, all of
Mm-hmm.
that stuff. If you guys know that even if there are pieces that you don't want, don't throw the pieces away, y'all. There are other people that are thinking that way. So find groups, find like-minded individuals,
Mm-hmm.
find clothing swaps. That's something we should probably do.
Yeah.
A little clothing swap. But
That would be
find
cute.
a clothing swap. That way you and your neighbor that are bored with y'all clothes, swap. Switch some things up. Give some style advice to each other. You know, there are definitely ways to rework, revamp your wardrobe, shop your wardrobe. I know everyone has things in their wardrobe they haven't worn. Whether, you know, it's sizing, whether it's trend, whatever, you can do something with those pieces. So
Yeah.
stop feeding into social media and feed back into originality.
Yeah. I mean, and one more thing I was going to add too, like, I feel like the statement pieces is cool, but if you don't have those foundational pieces, those pieces that will complete your outfit, then that's
You'll never
where you're
wear 'em.
messing up. So it's not always about like what you have. Sometimes it's about what you don't have. Like if you don't have those white t-shirts or those basic tanks, like you're gonna feel like you don't really have anything to wear. So really making sure you have those foundational pieces to really set the foundation in your wardrobe. So I hope y'all are learning today because we're definitely dropping the gems.
Heavy on dropping gems. What they
Yeah.
say, catch that.
Yeah, please, please. So speaking of fashion and just some trends, let's talk about how we're going to transition into spring real quick. So I know we have a few things that we like to do. I know you already mentioned layering. So that's one thing that I've always
Like
loved
layering
doing.
is just the most important because
Yeah.
layering is just, everyone knows spring and summer, when you walk out the house in the morning it's 1
It's
degree,
chilly.
and then when you're leaving out to go back home it's a whole nother degree.
Yeah.
So just being able to literally and physically transition your clothes throughout. So even if you have those heavier winter items, pair those with more lightweight items. So
Yeah.
if you know you have some really heavy pants, just pair them with a really lightweight top, a really lightweight jacket.
Yeah.
You know, keep things balanced. You get what I'm saying? Dresses, the same thing with dresses. If you've been wearing the dress with tights, take the tights off. Switch out the boots for some flats or some sneakers. You know, things like that. Just use what you have to just create new ideas.
Yeah, and I'm so excited to get more into layering for the spring and just transitioning my wardrobe over. And another way that you can do that is with color. So the pastels. I know we're coming out of winter and winter can be such a dark season, but you can pair your dark colors with your light pastels. I love that colorway and color combination. I think it's so fun and kind of like slept on.
Yeah,
So-
like browns and pinks, put those together.
Yeah.
You know, purples and blues, put those together. Greens, blacks, like
Blue and
put
brown.
those.
I
Yes,
love that.
blues and oranges, like just so. It's so many different color palettes. There's so many different mixtures, you know, that you guys can use. Put y'all clothes out on the floor. People don't do flat lays anymore. That's where we're losing the plot. Lay y'all's clothes out on the floor. Visualize the things that you have. Create mood boards, like
Yeah.
things like that, guys. Go outside and take a walk. You might get inspired by something you see outside, guys. Like we have to just get back heavy on unplug because social media is obviously, you know, contributing to the problems, you know, that we're all having. We're not sitting here saying we're perfect because we are also, you know, on social media. We're also trying to make sure we're staying up with the times, but we're also being realistic at the same time. We know we don't have the means, and even if we did, I know us, we're not going out and buying every trend that shows up on our For You
not
page.
doing it.
That's just not, how we dress. That's really just not how we operate. And our goal is to hopefully, share that message with you guys and help y'all feel, kind of like the same way. But the mixing of the colors, the layering, prints, add some prints to your wardrobe. Even if you have on black, add a floral, add a this, add a that, add something just to give you that extra little It doesn't take a lot.
It really doesn't.
It doesn't.
Fashion is fun. Fashion is easy. Don't think too hard about it. And if you need some help, don't be afraid to ask. That was one thing I was going to mention too. I feel like people have too much pride when it comes to fashion. Like, oh, I can dress myself. Yeah, we all can. We've been dressing ourselves for as long as we've been alive.
And that's why we mentioned them programs, Stitch Fix, MM LaFleur, there are shopping services. Hire a personal shopper. Yeah. And we've had this conversation, influence over expertise. Find someone who actually knows what they're talking about too. Don't just because someone can dress themselves, and I don't know how many times I can express this. Just because someone can dress themselves does not mean they can dress other people. Rely on people who you have seen. You've seen a portfolio. You have seen work of them elevating other people's style. Do not go off of someone who only has work of themselves.
Yeah.
That to me is something important when you're asking for help. Because at this point, it's the blind leading the blind. So, if you're asking someone who's not already fully capable and confident in that role, you'll just be starting back at square one very soon.
Yeah.
So
and one thing that I'll add too is that when you are going through this process of working with someone, working with an expert, give them a chance to learn who you are. It's a process because you've been dressing yourself your entire life. Now someone new is coming in to give you a different perspective. So be open and allow the journey to take place. It's an experience. It's something new. What frustrates me the most, this will be the last thing I say, because we could talk about this all day. But what frustrates me the most as a stylist is that I'll literally meet someone for the first time. I'll review what their preferences are, and I'll take a stab at what they could be looking for. As an expert, the right sizes I'll add in and just some different, suggestions. And they'll be like, oh, I don't like any of this. Okay, well, provide me with some feedback. Why don't you like it? What would you prefer to see? I'm good. Okay, well, you didn't even give me a chance to help you. What do you think? I'm a miracle worker? I just don't get it.
But you can only help those that want to be helped. Some people,
that too.
And we are definitely in a society right now that is very microwavable, very popcorn, very instant gratitude. Styling is just like anything else. It takes time. When you shop, sometimes when you go into the mall, the first store is not always the best store. You don't always leave out with the first thing you see. So, and that's another thing. I think when it comes to fashion, we understand the importance of the details. So, just even telling people, get your wardrobe tailored. That may make you feel different.
That simple step.
Things like that. Those are not things that you would get from someone who is not an expert.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So that's why it goes back to the importance of what you were saying. The first time you book an expert, I promise you it's going to sound crazy. If you book somebody the first time and everything's peachy and it's it doesn't always mean it's gonna work out.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That just means you may just be getting told what you want to hear so you can spend that check and they can do what they need to do. Yeah. But sometimes when it comes from those experts, it might be stuff you've never heard, you don't want to hear, you didn't think you would hear, things like that. So I think people need to also, and I'm such an advocate for this, take stylists and take styling seriously.
Yeah.
Because this really is an art, this really is a science, this really is a job, a full-time job at that. So,
and heavy on the art, because art is very subjective, and what y'all think may look good, somebody else may not think that. But that's okay. That's something that I had to really sit back and fully understand, because I would critique myself and be like, that's not that good. But other people will love it. And I'd be like, oh, okay, maybe I am a great stylist. I don't know. But it is definitely a process, and it's very subjective. So you have to communicate. You have to let the stylist know, or the person that you're working with know, why you don't like something. What is it, that isn't your style? Half the time you don't even know your style. So
right. And that's why Stylists give style quizzes. That's what I'm saying. When y'all are going to these, consultations and doing that with these people, and they're not asking those type of questions again, you will be back at square one very soon.
Yeah.
Because if you don't even know basic things like measurements and silhouettes and things like that, those are the things you have to be learning. Again, people don't want to get into the details, and that's why your closets look how they do.
Yeah.
Because there's no details in the closet.
No
Just
details,
mess.
y'all. And so we can end this out on that note. Anything else you want to say to the people before we go?
Aries season is up next. Hopefully by the time you guys see this video, it will be Aries season.
Yes.
So shout out to my Aries brothers and sisters. Also, March is Women's Month, so cash out any woman that you know right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Celebrate and support Black women.
Yes.
And all women too.
And it is
but more
Black
specifically
History
Black women.
all year, not just 1 month. So yes. Thank you
Yes,
guys
y'all.
for tuning in. This was season 2, episode 2, and we will be back.
Yes. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes. See you guys next time.
Bye.